Working in this area, it is low decile, a lot of poverty, a lot of crime.
Back in 2021 at a community council meeting, we were each asked to describe the area we lived.
I took the first presentation to the community council about the deprivation, addiction and mental health problems within Wallacetown.
Having heard that story, I decided I would try and do something about it. So what is the project? Well, it was to approach and get an agreement with South Ayrshire Council in terms of putting solar panels on 3 public buildings. In this case, it was 3 schools that existed within Wallacetown, to then sell the energy back to the council and export it to the grid. And by generating that income, we would generate a community benefit fund that could be used to benefit the Wallacetown community over the next 25 years.
It's always interesting when a new idea comes from someone in the community. And just because it's something new, something that hasn't been done before in the area, doesn't mean that it can't happen. At that early stage, it looked like there was potentially some funding available out there that could support community-led renewable energy projects.
The funding of the project came from 2 sources: the Scottish Government Community Energy Growth Fund through CARES and the SP Energy Networks Transmission Net Zero Fund.
The Community and Renewable Energy Scheme supports communities from across the whole of Scotland to participate in and benefit from the energy transition. So the scheme offers both funding and advice to communities across Scotland who are looking to develop renewable energy projects. And the Wallacetown Community Energy Project was one of the projects which benefited from the pilot of the Community Energy Generation Growth Fund, and that was in 2024. So in 2025, we've been able to expand the fund to offer £8 million to boost community energy in Scotland.
The Net Zero Fund is SP Energy Networks' initiative to make sure that we are funding projects in our communities, and we have £5 million over 5 years to spend, but it's around decarbonisation of heat, of transport and also energy efficiency, but making that investment in the community. Obviously, having 3 solar PV panel installations is fantastic. It means that we are seeing some real decarbonisation. They're able to use the energy to undertake the work that they do at these 3 installations, but also it gives a great opportunity for education, and that's a big thing for us in our communities.
For the school, it is not just about the energy, it's about the education and what it means to the children, and for them to be able to see it in action.
Their education starts very early on, so the project will help them learn about sustainability, about where power comes from. It will contribute to their education programme, and hopefully they'll carry on the legacy that this project will leave.
To us as a school, it means it's a fantastic learning opportunity for the children. They have the opportunity to take part in lots of STEM activities that are going to go forward.
So I hope that using school buildings for this project offers local children a tangible connection to what the energy transition is. Maybe even some of them will be so excited by it as they become adults, they want to, go into actually working in energy.
The children of the future are going to have a lot of savings to regenerate their own area, and I hope the children and adults come together to come with their ideas to spend the funding on the way that suits Wallacetown best.
I'm a firm believer that communities are best placed to recognise where the issues are or the opportunities within their communities.
So there's a return on the investment in initiatives like this that Wallacetown can use for other things for community benefits, and that's up to them how they do that. So they've got agency, they've got an understanding that they're part of a solution to climate change.
There are ideas that have come forward in terms of community garden, community allotments, and there's already been a lot of thinking in that over the last few months. And that's a good example where it will create community cohesion, bring the community together.
The more communities that have access to their own energy and the benefits that come from it, the more people understand the value of the energy transition, because they're actually seeing the benefits come into their communities directly.
We are very much the first area for this to be done so, but I would like to think that it is going to be used as a template.
And that's why we want to share this project, so it'll help fast track others thinking about taking on such projects like this.
The project is hopefully going to make a difference, and the money that's reinvested from the solar panels that are put on the school will be reinvested in this community and make it a place where people want to stay. I think that's so exciting.
If you keep your dream in your head and you push through the barriers, you do get to the final result, which has been shown through this energy project.
If we're not doing this for the good of communities, then what are we doing it for? There has to be a fair green future for Scotland.